check back in with Cory.
Okay, he is in downtown Phoenix at a flower shop that's also a coffee shop. Cory.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, and we're with a kid, and I call him a kid because he's a kid. He's a junior. This is Dylan Capshaw, and we're standing in front of his business in Heritage Square, and I'm so inspired, and everybody should be, by your story. Give us the quick journey on how you get from starting your first business to what we're seeing here today.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I've been starting businesses as far back as I can remember, but Stemistry first started during COVID. I had a wildlife rescue with a bunch of plants, so I would clip and cut and sell the plant cuttings online during COVID. And fast forward 2 years, I kept growing that online business to open up a brick and mortar in Scottsdale. And a year from then, I was able to open up this brick and mortar in Phoenix.
Wow. Well, you've got the gift, and let's take us through a little stroll. Not everybody has that. You obviously... You must be able to sort of see things or see where you're going to be. You got a good head for a business plan, if you will.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, no, absolutely. I've always been having a lot of fun coming up with these little businesses here and there. So building Stemistry has been amazing.
Well, and everyone should know Stemistry. Come on in, folks. You're going to love it in here. Stemistry, that's Stemistry. And as you said, flowers and coffee, two things that everybody loves, for sure. Well, I love the idea of being able to sort of build your own bouquet, if you wish. You also have them for sale, already made, and you've got a couple of those over here. Oh, I see you've got some customers already. But let's talk about the build. Let's talk about the build your own experience. First of all, how does that work? Let's say I'm running in. I'm in the doghouse at home. I want to make amends, and I don't have 2 hours to do it.
Totally. Well, the build your own bouquet bar is amazing for two reasons. It's easier and it's cheaper. You can come in. It's a lot more special to build something yourself for your special partner or whatever it might be, rather than grabbing a pre-made, which we also have. So people can come in, get a bucket and a clipboard, and then they just grab their stems, all priced out by the stem. And then you can cut and arrange it yourself, or you have free help from our florists. So we have these stems.
Let's say I'm terrible at it.
Right.
I need help.
Absolutely. So all of our baristas are trained in floral knowledge. So they'll come out and they'll help you put this together, and it's free education. They'll teach you all about creating the bouquet. So then you can come in next time and do it on your own.
Gotcha.
And then when you have the arrangement done, we make it really nice and pretty in a Stemistry wrap for you. And you can also get
Let's do some snipping there. I want to see how this thing's going to look, how an expert would actually do it. And by the way, as you're snipping, and we'll still talk, what time do you open up in the morning?
So we're open both locations at 7, and then we close in Scottsdale at 5:30 and in Phoenix at 5.
Good. And let everybody know where your Scottsdale location is.
It's on 90th and Via Linda.
Okay, very good. Well, the whole thing is impressive to me. Now, you've got Leslie back here. We'll meet her in a couple of minutes. She's working the coffee and the sandwiches. And by the way, we'll talk food next time we get together. Were your parents surprised that this was part of your world?
Yeah, I would say surprised and concerned. I mean, it's definitely a big project that they wanted to make sure I'd commit myself to. But it was my sophomore year when I came to them with a PowerPoint presentation and showed them my proof of funds and my concept and asked if they would support me signing the lease since I was just 15 and get that Scottsdale store started.
Well, my friend John Hook back there at the station, he knows for sure that no parent can withstand a PowerPoint presentation. If your child comes to you with all of the information and a bunch of graphs and a pie chart and a business plan and an attorney, that's tough.
Yeah. No, how can you say no at that point? I would have kept pressuring.
Yeah. Well, speaking of that, your mom is right over here. This is Amy. Tell us about the day that Dylan came in and said, hey, I'd like you to help me. I'd like you to co-sign on a lease downtown in Phoenix.
Yes, Dylan is full of surprises, but again, our rule is have everything laid out, present a PowerPoint presentation, how much is it, what's involved, what's the commitment, and are you ready? So.
Wow. Well, Dylan, if you don't mind, come sit next to your mom over here. We want to get the two of you in view, and congratulations. This must be exciting. You must already be thinking what 10 years down the road will look like.
Yes, it's very exciting to think that this started in our garage, and he worked hard and used to go to school and box everything in the garage and ship them out every day, and got close to our mailman who would come pick up the boxes. So it's exciting to see where it's come to a second store. And here you have to be interviewed. So he came and sat down. And
Oh, good. Yeah, the city of Phoenix, real taskmasters. Yeah, I'm sure that was a real grilling.
Absolutely, yeah. It didn't end for a couple months.
Well, good. Well, next time we get together, John and Dina, we'll be behind the line there. We'll talk coffee, beautiful drinks, and I think there's sandwiches, and who knows what's back there. But this guy's a very big brain. I don't. Plus a cool haircut. He's got a lot going on.
He does.
And did you know that his hair would always be long like this? Do you have any control over what he does with his hair?
I have zero control. I loved the clean cut phase, but this style of the young men with the long hair, it's just a phase. That's what I say, Mike.
Yeah. You know, maybe the
kids are in
Coast
it.
Guard.
Yeah.
They'll tighten him up a lot.
They will. That's correct.
All right. Thanks, Amy. Thanks to you, Dylan, as well. More coming your way from Stemistry, where everything is beautiful, not just the food, but the flowers as well. And we'll see you two again and some more weather during the 5 o'clock
Cory,
hour. We'll catch you then.
He's got a great mom, number one. Number two, he should get to know Mark Bianco.
She's a mom and a half.
Yeah, I know. He should get to know Bianco in the same neighborhood right there in terms of entrepreneurial, stuff.
Chris Bianco was over here with a clipboard taking notes from Dylan.
Oh, okay.
That's how the neighborhood works. Yeah, he's like, hey, how do you do it, kid?
Yeah.